Hello everybody and welcome to Christmas Day. I hope you're all having a fantastic day and welcome you all to the JakesRCStuff Annual Awards. Yes indeed. So this is something I'm going to start doing every year, hopefully if I can remember and can be bothered. But I have come up with some random categories and with winners. There's some runner-ups in some areas, but winners all over the place. So I'm going to basically read them all out now, and then I did some sort of fun video together for your Christmas Day happiness shenanigans. But yes, the first category is the most disappointing product. And while I was tempted to put the not the drift, not the dart, I've forgotten the original recording, but I mean the LTE Rambler. That is a very good second place, though to be fair, the product itself is fine, just the company is shit, thanks to Songbo Shi and Alisha Mayo. But the winner is, of course, this Tipstally Sonic Model Binary. The biggest piece of shit to come out of China, since technically Alisha Mayo wasn't born in China, but anyway, since him, yes, here's an example.
Take a look at this. Perfect takeoff, brilliant, right up until the first turn when things went horribly wrong. Speed wasn't low, last thing you can see on the DVR is a tad over 50 km/h, and yet the left wing dropped as if tip stalling, and then things got weird, and trying to sort it out and giving it some throttle did not help.
And next, the worst product. The worst product, which is, of course, the Banggood no-name MG90s. Now, if you didn't catch this during the year, you can go back on the channel and basically have a look at the dumpster fire that was the Banggood no-name MG90s. If you want MG90s now, go for the race star ones. But yes, they were a pile of shit. If you want to watch more of those, then of course you can watch the other videos on the channel. And now, a big one to come quite early in the video, but you got to tease people in with these things, is the best FPV product of 2020. And the winner is the Zoe HD Copilot autopilot system. It is fantastic, it's cheap, it can go in pretty much any model. There are a couple of things that I want to be better on it. You can check out my reviews on it, but for just something for a beginner to stick in a plane, just as like a stabilization and return to launch if it all goes pear-shaped, that is the one to get, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't have an on-screen display, doesn't have a few other things, as I say. I discussed them in the review videos, but it really is a fantastic product. If you want a cheap autopilot and you're not bothered about an on-screen display or current sensing capabilities and the board being able to be a different way around, if you just want a standard autopilot, that's the one to get. And now we're on to the best radio of the year. Now, I actually assigned two here, because there's one that was actually released in this year, or at least I believe it was this year. Was it this year? If not, I'm giving it the award. It's the Radiomaster TX16S. And this one definitely wasn't released this year, but it was released so late last year that I bought it for Christmas last year, or my parents did, and that's what I've got. It's the FrSky Taranis X9D SE 2019. What a name! But I really like the radio. It seems to have had less faults than all the jumpers and Radio Masters and things. I know people fell out with FrSky for dumb reasons, which I don't really understand, but fine for me. But so yes, for me personally, the FrSky Taranis X9D SE 2019, or Special Edition 2019, is the best radio you can currently buy. Yes, the TX16s and jumpers and things like that might be cheaper, but they also have issues, where I haven't really heard of any with the FrSky Taranis, and I've certainly not had any with mine. And here is a big one, the best plane of the year. And it is the Zoe HD Drift. That is correct. The dart was very close, but the drift is just fantastic. I haven't technically flown mine yet. It needs finishing off, but it really is a fantastic model, and it's the model that's probably going to get me back into iNav. So a very important model for me and an important model for others. If you've never tried iNav before and want to go down that route, get one of them, it's fine. And also, to be honest with you, if you're getting into FPV brand new, get the Zoe HD Drift with the camera and the autopilot. The camera is a bit weak. I'll be honest with you, that's a weak point. But you combine it with the co-pilot that I've spoke of before being brilliant, and there you are. It's what you need to do.
Because there you go. That's just high. Yeah, third throttle. There's that second flight, and I'm what, 3-4 meters off the ground. Got the confidence to do that.
And now for the best international RC related store. Banggood, everybody. Honestly, it's the place where I get most of my stuff from nowadays. And yeah, certainly the best. I don't really know what to say about Banggood. It's brilliant. I've never had any issues. The one time I had, they did refund me the credits. It was only like a £2 item. I never had anything expensive go wrong from Banggood. But the fact that they're now opening stuff up in Czechoslovakia, I think the UK depot is sadly going away because of Brexit. But they're doing it in Czechoslovakia, and stuff gets here in like 3 or 4 days. It's fantastic. So yes, Banggood, best international store of the year of the JakesRCStuff Awards, whatever I've decided to call it. And the worst international store of 2020 is Hobby King, because of the fact that all of the products they've released are either reskins of ones they've already done or not very imaginative. The only completely brand new model they released this year was the Goblin, which is awful, and you should just buy an EF Extra instead. They released the Micro Tundra, which is kind of brand new, but again, it's based off the Tundra, and everything else was old models they stopped making, like the AXN and the Radjet and things that they just put new stickers on and re-released. I know they're in a bad place, obviously, with their fine, but that's quite funny. Worst manufacturer for PR is, of course, LT Model, for the shit that they pulled in terms of hating people who said that the model could do with improvement, and it wasn't the best thing in the world and made by an absolute god. So yes, not great. Don't buy the Rambler. That was one of the most disappointing product could have been, but it was a Sonomon binary instead. So yes. And now the best national store. So I'm based in the UK, so it's going to be UK based, and I'm going to put 2 in here. I have 1 here. I'm going to put in another one. So best national store, because I bought a lot of receivers from them this year, is T9 Hobby Sport or Kings Lynn Models. So T9 Hobby Sport, best place, the only place in the UK, in my opinion, where you should get your free Sky stuff from. Very good place. And Kings Lynn always do very good prices on servos. They're the place that I normally go to for servos. Both very good. Another one that I actually want to put in here as well, so it's going to be like a three-way tie, even, is Prop Guy. I emailed him about a present for my dad, and he basically turned around and replied on a Sunday evening, which is fantastic. And also he did a really good offer on a product for me. So yes, for the EME auto start engines as a present for my dad. So yes, Prop Guy, T9 Hobby Sport, and Kings Lynn. If you're in the UK, please feel free to check them out and help out local companies. Always fantastic. So the ones that we're going into now are more kind of YouTube based more than product based, which I'm very glad about. And quite an important one is coming up immediately, which is best representative of the hobby, which of course, by no doubt, is Mr. Bruce Simpson of XJet and RC Model Reviews fame. Fantastic guy, always tries the best for the hobby, even if it may not always 100% be the best, personally. I know he always has his heart in it, he's always trying to do the best, both for international and those in New Zealand. So a big thank you to Bruce Simpson for all that he does, and congratulations on this award that means nothing to anybody at all. And next we have the most interesting building projects, which, another sort of no-brainer really, is Rami RC. He builds jets completely from scratch, based off of scale models, and they're actually fantastic. They're the type of stuff that gets shared, they're so good, they're the type of stuff that gets shared on Facebook to people who aren't into RC, which is a big achievement and is absolutely fantastic. Next, we have the most interesting electronics projects. So these are more sort of your autopilot and electronics and things more than the planes themselves. Hang on. So yes, RC Test Flight is the winner of the Most Interesting Electronics Projects Award. He does a lot of stuff with Arduplane, iNav. He does some solar rover projects. He's got solar planes, if I've not said that already. Just really fantastic. Honestly, if you're just interested in cool electronics projects, even if it's someone who isn't interested in flying necessarily, RC Test Flight is a fantastic place to go through. And now one that's hopefully, fingers crossed, only going to be for this 1 year, but was very important. And it's the Got Me Through Lockdown Award. And if you didn't know about this channel in order to get you through lockdown, I feel sorry for you, but you should go and watch them now. Maybe have some break over Christmas and you need something to watch. Sadly, they don't upload anymore, but it is, of course, Spock to 50 with Mark, Charlie, Jeff, Kev, and all the guys from over there. Absolutely fantastic. If anything, like the only celebrities I've ever seen in real life are people from that channel at different shows. I've forgotten his name, but his channel's Umi Ghoulie Bird. That's, if you can't tell, that's me adding something in there. Yeah, absolutely fantastic channel. Good laughs, and things like that. It's absolutely fantastic, and I do wish they'd upload more videos. And funnily enough, the next category is most nostalgic, and of course that also goes to the Spock 50 channel. Absolutely fantastic stuff as always. I could always rewatch it. He's helped me through the lockdown, helped me when I had depression a little bit last year as well, and it's just utterly fantastic. And again, if you've never watched it, you're really missing out, and you should go and watch it immediately.
I need to lose weight, Alex.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Oh, look at you.
Oh, bloody hell.
Hey. Nothing.
There's me giving you loads of stick. I'm going to come off a right rotter today, you know. Jesus fucking H Christ, Charlie. What the fuck's going on with that? Fucking Jesus. That is going to kill somebody, Charlie. You know that, don't you?
Do you want down trim?
Fucking hell. I am very scared, Alex. Charlie, I am really scared now. Over the field, kid. Oh. Crikey! Bosh! Absolute bosh!
Oh, next up, we have the Best Workshop Series, and that goes to the RC Model Geeks new shed build. I want to get them on here because they're a smaller channel and they are kind of interesting, and again, from the UK. They may not be the most... yeah, sorry. So yeah, they may not be the for everybody's cup of tea, but the workshop series was interesting, an interesting fun little series to watch. But so yeah, feel free to check them out. And now, an important award, I believe, the most impressive RC feat, which of course goes to Umi Ghoulie Bird, which is of course, I've forgotten his fucking name now, but he first knew about him from the Spock 50 channel. And he has a new FPV speed record, which is fantastic. I've forgotten the actual amount at the moment, but feel free to look into it because it's absolutely fan-tabby-dozy. And what we have next is the up-and-coming small channel. Try and give back to other small channels. He's technically bigger than me, but it is Nick Reeves' Hobby. It's just a channel, again, from the UK, kind of like the RC Model Geeks, a small channel, just a guy building stuff in his shed. It's not even stuff that I'm necessarily interested in all the time, because it's lots of kit building, which... I mean, you've seen how long it's taken me to build Concorde, but it is a very interesting channel that you can check out. I will try and link to all of these in the description if I can. That's why I'm making sure I've written the list out properly. But yeah. And now we have, for this year, it was a bit slim pickings, of course, because people weren't really able to go out and vlog a flying day because we weren't allowed. But the best vlogging channel of this year is XJet. Bruce Simpson again being mentioned, getting an award, and absolutely just fantastic. And yeah, again, everything's restricted this year, so to be fair, I don't mean this in the nicest possible way. The bar wasn't very high, but yeah, it's fantastic viewing. Again, if you've never heard of Bruce Simpson, subscribe to XJet and RC Models Reviews. It is fantastic.
Yep.
Landed!
First flight without the cowl though, because at least you'll have a cowl left after you've landed.
Next, we have the best vlog series, which is the Rag the Nuts Off Funny Farm, the funniest of farm for funny farm people. Funny farm people, that's correct. But yeah, the Rag the Nuts Off Funny Farm, it's just people larking about in a field. It's the closest to new stuff that's similar to Spectra 50, and yeah, just fantastic. The next one we've got is the best review channel. If you want to know what planes are good, of course, a very close runner-up is Rag the Nuts Off when he does reviews. They're always fantastic. But the one that I actually want to give it to, so that we spread the love out and you learn about more interesting channels, is Archangel RC. He's done a lot of the foamy stuff. He had issues with the Sonic model binary. That's what kind of wrote it off in my mind for trying it. And different things, and he reviews some very interesting planes in very interesting ways. So it's yes, another channel to look into if you like reviews, especially of fixed wing products. And the best and most valuable technical information series, specifically for me this year, was the Rag the Nuts Off iNav series, which is done over multiple years, but especially the one for the drift. Very important, even if that may have been technically partly last year. I've used it this year, and very, very, very important information for me. It might be what gets me finally back into iNav, so a very, very important series. And now we have the most fun channel, which is split between Rag the Nuts Off again and the Putrinking Bros, which are in Czechoslovakia, Latvia, somewhere. I really apologise, I don't know where you're from, but they're just fantastic brothers, and they get loads of, they do like what I'd like to do really, which is loads of plays, loads of unboxing, loads of maiden flights. You know, they don't seem to carry on with planes for very long, even though they seem to keep all of them in the world's most massive warehouse. But their channel is actually really brilliant, to the point where possibly the best channel of the year in some ways. I don't think I have one of these, but it's on there. But yeah, the Putrinking Brothers is what I call them. I never had to say that out loud before. But really fantastic channel, and if you've never watched it before, you really need to. And they also, of course, win the best unboxing and overview channel. I wish I could say it was myself, but that would be lying and cheating. But yeah, the Putrinking, I'm really sorry. Link to the description is the best thing to do. And yeah, absolutely, honestly, fantastic. Nice to see stuff. It's not necessarily, I'd say it's PG. It's not exactly you, but it's not far off. It absolutely fantastic people. And really, if you're going to subscribe to any of these people. But now we have, possibly, the biggest award of the year. And it's for Cunt of the Year. And we have a couple of runner-ups. We have Flight Test, just for being them. They aggravate the shit out of a lot of people for very different reasons. When it was just Josh, and they were sponsored by Hobby King, and then a bit of Horizon Hobby, but we won't mention them. You know, I actually enjoyed that. I watched that, but the new stuff where it's basically just advertisement for selling their shit, no, thank you. And the next one, which is, to be honest with you, I'm just taking the mic, so don't take this, but it was Joshua Bardwell for saying that when you had your goggles in ski goggles were bad, in a video where he said about failed trends that he was happy went away. Upset me dearly, because they are still my favourite type of goggles. So that, again, more of a piss take we're up there. But of course, the biggest cunt of the year is Ali Shanmayo. Congratulations, you massive cunt. Because of, if you didn't, I did some stuff on the channel about it, and of course there's plenty of other videos on the internet about it. But it was, of course, the shit with Matthew Ogborn, for rejecting the criticism of the LTE Rambler, for going after suppliers and sponsors, and for accusing people of racism, by just saying that because he was Chinese, or we were insulting Chinese people, because he's technically not Chinese, for different things. Basically, as I say, a massive bell end, or cunt, as the award is known as. But yeah, I just pretend that twat doesn't exist anymore. Which is a shame, because I really like the look of the Aggressor, but I'm not sure if that's an Ali Shamaya product or one that he's affiliated with, because he's done a lot of videos on it. I don't want to support him in the slightest, which is a shame, because I helped him out once. But anyway, what a kind of bummer to end it on, but this was the JakesRCStuff Awards for 2020. Now, this is meant to go out on Christmas Day. It depends how long it takes me to edit it, to be brutally honest with you. But we'll see how we get on. And I thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a very good Christmas. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you like this kind of stuff. Obviously, this is only something I'm going to do once a year. But yes, thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.